Good morning, dear students. How are you? We have already completed our 9 unit, and in the 9th unit we find here appreciation and right. So before we write about the appreciation of the poem, let us first understand what is appreciation. So in what way we will attempt the appreciation. So first here, read these lines from the poem. We have read a poem. The title of the poem is Wind, and we studied this poem very well yesterday. Today we shall discuss about the appreciation. It's about the appreciation of the present poem. So as the poem opens, we have here the beginning lines. So read these lines from the poem. First, the wind blows out weak fires. Weak fires here means the light fires or the fires which are very weak, which can easily be distinguished or blown out. So such fires are called weak fires, and the wind blows out weak fires. Okay, and in second line of the first stanza, he says that he makes strong fires roar and flourish. Roar and flourish means it makes them stronger, as they are much stronger than their present situation. So the wind blows out weak fires. It means that when the wind blows against some weak fires, and it distinguishes easily weak fires, as I have already told you in the poem, in the explanation of the poem, that when wind blows, it distinguishes candles, lamps easily. But if there is a strong fire, if there is fire and big fire, it cannot easily distinguishes them, or it cannot easily blow them out. Rather, it make them roar and flourish. It makes them more strong. Okay, so it makes them stronger than before. So, and here the poem uses the image of fire to show both strength and weakness. This is called imagery, where usual and other images are used to show better what is being spoken of. The poem uses the image of the fire. In this poem, the poet has used the pictures of fire. He has presented the image, how the wind blows out weak fires and how it makes strong fires roar and develop or flourish. So the poem uses the image of fire to show the power of powerful persons over weak persons, and how a powerful thing cannot work on powerful things, because if there is a mighty person, if there is a person who is very powerful, he cannot make any harm to the person who are in equal rank with him. Instead, if a person is powerful, and it can easily bring damage to weak persons. So in the same case, the poet here conveys a message. He gives a passage with a message to mankind, that we should make ourselves strong to face the difficult situations. So we should never easily give up in every situation. We should at least face it bravely, and then we see that the strong things always be friends with strong things. Okay, so this is a called imagery. The poet has used a device. He has used a smile in this poem, and he has used a poetic technique, that is imagery, of course, where visual and other images are used to show better what is being spoken of. So quote lines from the poem which use images from the following aspects of everyday life. Okay, house building. Okay, you see there is image of house building. So farming, harvesting of crops, childhood. So you will now quote out some images from the poems in a similar way. So I hope you understood. You will write all about that in a piece of writing in your notebook. The poem uses the image of fire to show both strength and weakness. So you will write about the strength and then the weakness of other things, and then will show how the things which are weak at one time, if the weak things make themselves strong, it can easily face the strong things and can remain in harmony with them. So there is a famous saying that this world always respect only the brave and powerful person. So instead of giving in, mankind should make itself, mankind or any other being, any creature should make itself strong or as much brave to face the opposite person. So I hope you have understood, my dear students. In second, we have a right here. So in this first A part, write a short descriptive essay in about 200 words on the powerlessness of women and material against natural forces. So in this, we are asked to write an essay in about 200 words, and the topic for the essay is to show how the powerlessness of mankind or the human beings are against the natural forces. There are natural calamities, natural forces like earthquake, there is flood, there is volcano, tsunamis we face as natural calamities, and they bring destruction to mankind. So we are asked to write an essay showing the man's powerlessness or weakness against such natural forces. You may draw from your experience, from your own experience or published reports on natural calamities or disasters. You can write down, you can jot down your ideas, you can gather your ideas, or you can think of such disasters and showing a man's powerlessness against the powerfulness of nature. You have read a lot about all this, about natural calamities from magazines, from newspaper, and from everyday news that you hear from TV channels. So on the basis of your experience of listening how the helplessness of human beings are shown against the natural forces, so thinking all about this, you will create an essay, you will compose an essay. So I hope you understood, showing the inability of human being against the powerfulness of nature. In the second point, write a short poem on the strength of any other element of nature, such as air or water. In this second statement, we are asked to write a poem, and that poem should of course be based on natural elements such as air, water. We can write on sunlight, we can write on warmth or heat, coldness, winter season, summer season. Means to say that we shall have to compose the poem on the natural elements, on the basis of natural elements. You can write about water, you can write about seas, oceans, mountains. You can write about summer season, you can winter season, snow falling, rain, flood, volcano, tsunamis. You can write on any one of these topics, whatever you like. So dear student, I hope you understood. So this is enough for today. May God Saraswati bless you. If still, dear students, as I repeatedly say, that if you still face any problem, if you face any obstacles, hurdles while writing your opinions, your views, then of course write to me. I am always there to help you. May God Saraswati bless you. This is enough for today. Thank you.